Are you in the middle of refinancing your home? Have you been thinking about refinancing your home? Are you thinking about buying a home? Well, some changes are happening right now, and you better stay tuned to find out what's going on. Hey, guess what? Some changes are afoot. And if you've been thinking about refinancing your home or you're in the process, you better hurry. Changes are happening right now, and I got some news for you because this just hit the press, and I hope you get this in time to find out. The mortgage backers, Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae, have just instituted a new change. So this has to do with mortgage refinance. They have just instituted, starting in September, a 0.5% fee for any refinance. So if you have not gotten your refinance done by September, you're going to have a 0.5% fee tacked on. Now, they're not charging you, they're charging your lender this 0.5%. But you know how things go. Anytime somebody has a fee, that stuff rolls on downhill, which means it may roll downhill to you. So let's start talking about this and why it's being done. Nobody knows why it's being done. They just came out with it. Now, their reasoning is they wanted to start collecting some cash to protect themselves from future mortgage defaults. Right now, mortgage rates, as you know, are the lowest in history. Mortgage rates under 3%, lowest ever. And we still got people sitting on the fence. A couple of days ago, I wish I had say this because you know how getting these Facebook groups, these things just start, filtering through. A guy I know out in Texas, he's a lender, Larry Lee, put this little funny graphic out, and they showed this dog, and he's like pumped up, and it showed like 1980s, and it's like, oh man, I'm pumped, I'm ready to go get a mortgage, man, I'm ready, 12%, and he showed this other dog, and it's like 2020, 2.29%. I gotta wait, see if the mortgage rates go lower. Well, no, we've gotten spoiled. We have gotten spoiled. When mortgage rates got down, I started getting people into houses a couple of months ago for 2.75. I was blown away, just blown away. I discussed this before. I had a guy talking about he's waiting for him to get down to 2.25%. I was like, yeah, good luck with that. And then a guy got in at 2.25%. Now, albeit he had to pay points to get in 2.25%. And I know a lot of y'all ain't ready to pay points. He was willing to pay points. A lot of y'all ain't ready to pay points. That being said, he did get in at 2.25%, which is like free money. I'm sorry, freer money. 2.75% in my opinion is free money. 2.25% to buy a house, that's definitely free money. So I tip my hat to you, sir. Well, this is about refinancing. Also has to do with what's happening in the market right now. Let's be honest, we're still dealing with multiple offers. It's crazy out there, man. It's crazy, folks. It's crazy. People are out of work. We're in the middle of a pandemic. If you're watching this 5 years from now, remember there was a pandemic. A virus came out of Wuhan, China. It spread around the world. People had to stay inside. Yet for some odd reason, real estate was the hottest thing in the world. It's the only thing that kept the economy going. No one knew why. Oh yeah, here's why. Because people who were in their homes stayed in their homes. There was this cool thing called mortgage forbearance. So the government said, hey, don't pay your mortgage for 3-6 months, a year. So they didn't. And then they lowered the interest rates. So people who are in 4 and 5% interest rates, lowered it to under 3, saving hundreds of dollars a month. People started working from home. So those who could work from home worked from home. Then they started saving money because they didn't have to drive everywhere. They didn't have to get dressed every day. We all got the other COVID-19. They gained 19 pounds. I call it the COVID-40, I call it, you know. All kidding aside, folks. It created changes. And one of those changes is people didn't leave their homes. So people didn't put their homes on the market. When they didn't put their homes on the market, what did they do? Interest rates were low. Those same people now refinance their homes. And then they went like, hey, I'm saving several $100 a month. I could also get a home equity loan for lower than I could before. So people who would have moved up in the market because, you know, they wanted something different. They wanted a new kitchen, but they didn't want to just do it, or new bathroom, or, you know, a pool in their backyard, or anything else they wanted. Their dream home, they can now make their dream home. Oh, so now they created their dream home in their old home. So they didn't have to move up. Oh, so then people they would have moved up into, they created their dream home, and so on and so on. Well, who were putting their homes on the market? People who were divorcing, people who had to move, the relatives of people who passed on. Not necessarily people who had to move up. And of course, people who were retiring and had to downsize from, 2-story homes and, those 3-story homes that we have, those big skinny things with 3 and 4 stories into single-story homes. Those were the people who were selling their homes, or the relatives of those. That's what happened. Those are the ones that are going on the market. Well, that's not as many as normal. So you have a supply issue. But now you got a new demand. Yeah, we got people who are out of work. Well, guess what? Work was sustained with expanded unemployment. For the first time in history, people who were self-employed got something really cool called unemployment. Never got unemployment before, ever. And then they added a $600 a week benefit to that. $600 a week. No one ever got $600 a week before. They got it this time. And we're still waiting to see what happens, if it's going to continue. I know, there's still consternation as this is recorded in Congress, and there's been executive orders signed, but something's going to happen because we're coming into an election year. 3 years from now, there was an election year. And during an election year, people do crazy stuff to make sure things don't go bad when they want to be reelected. Harmony happens. So people had money even when they didn't work. Some people had more money not working than when they were working. Strange how that happens. So there was still demand. More demand than there was supply. Prices actually continued to go up in the middle of a recession. It was the only thing that kept the economy going. So those people who are refinancing kept houses off the market and kept the economy going. Well, that refinance boom is creating an issue right now. Those government entities, here's what happens when a mortgage gets created. That financial institution, they don't hold your mortgage. They bundle it up into what they call tranches, and they sell it. Usually these government entities, Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae. And they're the ones who are adding this 0.5% fee. And that fee may be passed on to you. Now, here's what you need to do. And this is what you need to start looking at. Are they going to pass this on to you? So let's say you have a $300,000 mortgage that you're refinancing. That's $1,500 in fees. Now, they want your business because they don't want you to refinance 6 months from now if the interest rates drop another 0.25%, because somebody's going to want that business, because they need to hold loans for a certain amount of time to at least break even. So maybe they want to earn that business by sucking that up. Sometimes people suck up a fee. So what you need to do is start looking, especially if you cannot get this done before September, look at the paperwork. See if they're adding that fee. Ask the question. Ask them to waive it. Ask them to see if you can split the fee. Because we got, from the time this gets out there on YouTube's, you got about a week and a half, 2 weeks. So if you're still working on your refi, you may get it done by September. If you're still thinking about refi, it may not happen, because everybody out there is trying to refi right now, and even more people are probably going to start rushing to refi if they can save a little bit of money. Because let me tell you, right now, the people who are trying to buy houses, they're having issues. I got a guy right now, a family, we're having issues closing because the banks are behind because of all the refis. They are busy, busy, busy. If you remember, I spoke a few videos ago about going to my bank, and I said, hey, what about refi? And they're just too busy. They didn't care. They are so busy right now with these refis. So, hey, if you can, get in there and get that refi done as soon as you can, because this can save you money. So look between the different banks, and if need be, take a look at a couple of other banks. That may save you that $1,500 if you're refining $300,000. Every little bit helps. But if it's a bank you're dealing with a lot, look at what you're going to get with all the other services, because they're going to look out for you, and they want to earn your business, especially if you have a lot of things with them. If you got your mortgage with them, and you do your car loans, and you have insurance with them, like these big mega banks and stuff. But if they're treating you like a number, don't worry. There are other banks that want your business, because there's a lot of business that people, and businesses want right now, because it takes a lot for them to earn your business. And they talk this a lot, where people talk, they want to earn your business. Well, they need to keep your business also. So just some things and a little bit of thought for you out there. And as always, I'm trying to put as much information out there as I can for you. Any topics you want me to cover, just shoot them my way. And as always, do me a favor, subscribe, like, and leave some comments. Thank you guys. See you later.